Hey YouTube, I'm gonna do a little intro. My name is Danny. I'm gonna be having RNY Gastric Bypass in a little over a month now. I'm making this video because I wanted something to look back on, and truthfully, when I look at YouTube, there are a lot of inspirational people that I follow that have had surgery or are on their way to have surgery. And it was a really good opportunity for me to see, from the beginning, before they've had surgery, to the moment now when they've had surgery. They're, maybe a year or so out. And it really gave me a lot of inspiration. So I'll tell you my stats. I am 5'7". My highest weight was 421. My current weight is 372. I had my first appointment with my surgeon October of last year, 2014. And since then, I've been doing the pre-surgery requirements. Now, this might be different for other people, but for me, my pre-surgery requirements were a sleep study, a psych eval, nutritionist visit, 6 months weight loss dietitian thing with either my primary care physician or a nutritionist. And then I had to have a x-ray of my GI tract just to make sure there wasn't anything wrong with it. And I think that's about it. So I finally got it all done, because it does take a while. Not everybody is going to have all of the appointments just, the next day. They're like, oh yeah, you can totally come in, get it all done. So the probably most annoying thing about the pre-surgery stuff was the sleep study, because it's weird sleeping somewhere else that's not your own home. And then on the bright side of that, they found out I have sleep apnea, which, if untreated, could be really dangerous, especially if you do go under for surgery. You could potentially, die. And I don't like that option. So now I sleep with a CPAP machine, which isn't too bad, could be worse, but no one really likes having to sleep with a mask on their face. I think one of the reasons that I've decided to get gastric bypass, and specifically the RNY, is because I work in the medical field. I am a certified nursing assistant, and I will be starting nursing school in October. And in my mind, I don't see how I can really take care of people and tell them, make yourself healthy, eat good foods, exercise, those sort of things, if I can't really show it to them, I decided to do the RNY because it's really one of the best surgeries in my opinion, because it can be completely reversed, because they don't take your excess stomach out like they would in the sleeve. If you get a ulcer with your sleeve, by the time they notice you have an ulcer, they have to go back in and make your sleeve into the full RNY. I didn't want that to happen. Of course, there's more chances I'll get an ulcer with the RNY, since my stomach will be like, pretty small, like an ounce or two. But it's the one that can actually be reversed should there be any complications. I thought of having the, oh goodness, what's it called? What was it called? There was other one. Up a sleeve, RNY. I don't know. Can't remember. But there was... Oh, man, it's gonna annoy me. You know, the band, the lap band. That's what it's called. Wow, I had a bad moment. I was thinking of getting the lap band, but I read up on it, and there's a lot of possible complications that can come with it, you know, because it is a foreign body that's going into your actual body. A lot of the times, your body, you know, your white blood cells and things like that, they'll think of it as an infection, and it'll basically make you sick because it thinks it's trying to help you. Then there's a lot of chances of, you know, it slipping out of place and causing problems, things like that. And then you have to go every couple of months to have it adjusted. And I didn't want that. And I really don't have time for that. As it is, I have to take 2 months off of work because my work is pretty high impact being a nursing assistant. I'm on my feet all day, and then I'm transferring people, and so I have to take a full 2 months off of work. My surgeon recommended between 6 and 8 weeks with 2 weeks of limited work, like easy work. But my job really doesn't have anything easy that I could actually do in that time. So I'll be taking the full 2 months off. Probably by the 3rd week, I'll be wanting to pull my hair out, but I'm sure it'll work out for the best. I really wanted to say, you know, us in the weight loss community, we've done or are going to do amazing things. You know, as it is, we've already decided to change our lives by changing our habits and having such a huge surgery that will actually make our lives possibly better. And yeah, there's always chances for complications, but for me, the complications, they didn't outweigh the benefits of it. You know, being the way that I am, it actually is quite hard to be a nursing assistant since I'm on my feet all day. There are some times where it is literally painful. But I love my job. I love being able to help people. And it'll be much easier to help people if I help myself first. You know, if I help myself by losing this weight, maybe it'll be easier for me to, you know, walk. Because after, you know, if I work like 4 days in a row, 8 hours a day or more, if I have to do overtime, my ankles are so much in pain. They are hurting so badly. Like so much so that I bought braces for my ankle, specifically like my left ankle, because I don't know why it hurts more, but it does. To actually put my ankle in a brace every day I get home from work. Like that's how much, in my opinion, it hurts. Now, I'm a pretty clumsy person, so I fall a lot, and so I'm used to pain. So if I'm actually wearing a brace and actually taking pain pills and stuff, then for me, it has to hurt at least a lot. Not a little, a lot. So I think it's a really good thing for all of us to do. Now, let's see. Tomorrow I have a pre-op like counseling meeting. It's not really counseling. It's more of like what to expect the day of surgery, the first couple weeks after surgery, and what to do the coming weeks for surgery. So I'm about, let me look. I am about 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, yeah, 5 weeks out, a little over a month out of surgery. So I decided that the 27th will be the last day I work. I was thinking of doing the 28th, but I might as well have that whole day, try to prepare myself, because I've never had surgery, so it's a little nerve-wracking. I haven't even gone in to like get my tonsils removed or anything like that. So this is my first surgery. Sadly, it's like in the afternoon, and I know you can't eat the day of surgery, so I'm thinking I'm probably going to have to stay up like really late on the 28th so I can just sleep all day the 29th so I don't eat. And I know you can't really drink unless you're taking like some of your medication that you may be on, and other than that you're really not supposed to eat or drink anything because it could have a bad effect. Like you can aspirate during surgery, especially if they have to like intubate you or something, and you'll choke and die. And we don't want that. So, for everybody, just so you know, don't eat like the day of surgery. It's a bad idea. Don't do it. Now, after surgery is going to be fun because you're still not going to be able to eat. Like, what is it? Usually like a day or two, you'll be in the hospital, at least a day. And you're not allowed to eat. You're only allowed to drink. Maybe some water and clear liquids, like maybe some broth, until your surgeon changes your dietary needs. Usually that's after you've had an x-ray of your stomach to make sure none of the stitches are pulling, you don't have any holes in your new stomach pouch, sorry, your new pouch. So I'm not too worried. Since I do work in the medical field, I feel like I have a little more understanding of what to look out for infection. Because most of the deaths that happen with gastric bypass, they don't really happen on the table. They happen after you've already left the hospital. You went home. Usually it's like a pulmonary embolism, which is basically just a clot that has traveled up to your heart, or an infection, things like that. But it almost always happens after you're out of the hospital, But since I feel like I know what to look for infection-wise, and just if I'm not doing well, then I feel a little more prepared that way. So, see. So I'll try to update as soon as I can, and maybe give you what I think might be tips. I don't know. Maybe show you what I bought for after surgery and the things I might be bringing with me to the hospital. So I'll check in with you soon.